Okay, welcome everyone. We're going to get started in just a second. I'm going to let you guys come on in and get comfy while I do a few things real quick. Okay. So if you're here, say hello. I'd love to hear from you guys, as always. Makes me so happy to know I'm not talking to myself. Well, hi Debbie, how are you doing today? Hopefully good. Hopefully it feels like summer and happiness where you are. Okay, let's get started. Hi guys, hello. I'm Heather Powers from Humblebeads. I'm a bead maker, jewelry designer, author, illustrator, and so I'm here to inspire you today. My glasses are dirty, I just noticed right now, so I'm gonna wipe those off. So how are you guys doing? Are you doing good? I've had a rough week. In a week, we had our dryer break, our basement leak from the rain, a car breakdown, and what was the other thing? Well, there was one more little disaster. And we didn't have power for 9 hours, so we had to replace everything in our fridge. So I've been stressed. Stressed. Yes. So definitely. Oh, our air conditioner was broken too on Friday, which is why I wasn't here on Friday. Whew. Yeah, that was not fun. So thankfully, we're in a position where you guys take such good care of us, and those little disasters are taken care of through beads and working. Everything is fixed now except for the dryer. I have to go buy a new dryer. So it was nice that the repairman got to get paid to tell me my dryer's broken. So I don't know much about you guys, but I need some beads right now. I need some time to relax. And so I made a really cute pair of earrings for us to make today. And I forgot to put my pair in, so I'm going to put them in now. You know, and even though it was a hard week, there was a part of me that was like, I'm okay. Like, everything was going to work out, and before, when something like that would happen, I would have been really kind of beside myself. But I just knew everything was going to be okay, and everything was okay, and I just found some peace through it all, and just took each thing in stride. So thank you guys for buying 1,000,000 beads from the Great Bead Extravaganza. You paid for that whole list of things that I just said. Which, darn it, I wanted to go on vacation, so that didn't work. But very thankful that I had the funds to take care of everything, and so grateful for my business. And if you're thinking about starting a creative business and you're worried about the money, it takes time, but you can definitely earn a living as an artist. And a big thing about it is having, you know, your finger in lots of different pots. Like, I do the beads, but I also teach workshops, online workshops. I do illustration, and so, you know, you can do it. You just have to be really creative. There's no reason to be starving artists anymore. Thankful to the internet for that change. You just have to be willing to work hard and be smart about it. And Kimberly, I love that. She said, it'll all be okay. Yes, let's breathe. It will be okay. It's actually better than okay, because what a fantastic life that I have. And get to be with people that are super. I have a fantastic family. I live in a beautiful place, and you know, some days you just got to count your blessings, right, guys? So I showed you guys a sneak peek of this earring. Let's look at it again. I got out the super duos because, you know, I love them. And then just mixed it with some little 12mm hibiscus flowers and leaf charms. And that's what I'm going to go through Yes, Marlene, I want you guys to know that you're not just buying beads. You guys are patrons of the arts when you shop with me. So it's not just buying beads. You're like patrons of the arts. So if somebody in your family ever gets on you about buying too many art beads or spending too much with artists, just tell them that you're a patron of the arts. Do you think that'll work, you guys? Okay, so here's the little project we're going to make. I just pulled out a bunch of stuff to look at here on the table. So these are some of my favorite leaves for this project. I like the greens and just mixing it in with a little hint of color. So I have two of my favorite greens. I pulled those, and I have this little mix of green super duos. I think I called this greenery, and I'm just sticking with this color palette for the wax linen, and this is 2-ply wax linen. You want to make sure you guys are getting 2-ply wax linen if you're going to work with the super duos. So that's huge and important. So 2-ply wax linen. Keep that in mind. Okay, now I have some new colors to show you guys. I'm getting these on the website today, so I just wanted to do a little show and tell with you guys. So I have this new blue, and it has this bronze finish. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know why. It just like makes me want to watch a medieval movie. It just looks like something like a stained glass or something. I don't know. I just really love that look. And I thought that would look really cute with my little olive spacers, wobbles that I have. And then I have this perfect little blue and green mix that will go really nicely with those. Then I have this light blue, and I have a light blue with a silver finish, but this one has a gold finish. So I thought that was very pretty, and you know, it goes perfectly with this little set. You could use any pair from this little shoreline wobble set, and then you could use gold or one of the green colors. Just kind of use the green as kind of a neutral color for all of these. So this is an olive green that I have on the website of the I just had a little brain meltdown. I'm not sure if it's called olive green on the website or if it's like a brass or a gold color on the website, but it'll be the olivey green looking color. Isn't that pretty? Yes. And then these, I think these are my favorites, and these are the ones that I grabbed for the project, that my sample project over here. These are gray with a copper finish, you guys. I just placed an order for more of these because they're amazing. Isn't that just gorgeous? I'm not sure if the copperiness of it is showing up. There we go. There we go. Now it's not washed out. It has such a beautiful copper finish on it. I just love them. And I'd match them up with something like this, or well, no, not those ones. The greens, or here's a big bag, but that color, that's what I did for my project. It's kind of a bluish green, a grayish green. I love those. And then we have a brownish background with a pink, metallic pink finish. So these are really pretty. I love those. And then the other one that I have that's kind of in a similar tone is this like a mauve color with a light pink metallic finish on them. And I forgot what I called this set on the website, but any of these would look pretty with that. And then again, this purple colors that are there would look really nice. Or again, you can't go wrong with the neutrals of the green, which I called this the leafy earring project, so I thought that kind of worked well. Okay, I have this clear, kind of a root beer yellow brown color, and thought that would look pretty with kind of a beachy mix, either with the golds or the blues and the gold on the bottom. And then the last one is this light pink color. Then I have these tiger lily wobbles is what I called these. Any of these would look good with that, and that would look good with those. And that is actually going to be my sample today. And the other thing is, with this project, I'm going to show you guys how to take this charm apart and make it into 2 charms, but really any little leafy charm on the bottom would look cool. And we have lots of leafy charms on the website. And then also, it doesn't even have to be a leaf. You could do a little bird on the bottom, or a bee, whatever you're feeling. It's a great way to use up your stash. Oh, Susan, if you need to check on an order, feel free to email Jesse at mrhumblebeads.com, and he can send you, not mrhumblebeads at gmail.com, and he can help you out with the tracking number. Okay, we had 130 orders that we did for the Great Bead Extravaganza, so some of them did take us a little bit longer than we wanted. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to take this leaf apart and make it into 2 leaf charms. It's cool on its own, but I wanted something a little bit smaller for this project, and I thought it would be nice to show you guys, you know, just exactly how to do this. Flush cutters, just regular flush cutters. I'm going to cut it in half, just twist it off, and then I'm going to trim down all of the extra little parts that are of the metal that was sticking out. Okay, so you have that right there. Make sure we get that. Come on, phone. There we go. So you can see I've just trimmed it all off, and now you can take a metal file, or if you don't have a metal file, you can just take a nail file, and you're going to file in one direction only until you get this nice and smooth. And it doesn't take that much to do this. Any small jewelry file will also work, and actually will be much quicker, but I thought I would show you guys in case you don't have a jewelry file. And jewelry files are pretty inexpensive. And you just want to make sure it's nice and smooth and there's no little jagged edge. And that's all that is. That's all you have to do to get those done. And then you're going to take your 1.5 millimeter hole punch. Give yourself enough space so that it's not going to be too close to the edge. And just punch. Then you'll have to wiggle it off. There you go. And now you do that with the other side, and you'll have 2 charms from the one piece. And I sell these in sets of 2, so you can get 4 charms from one set. And again, just trimming it off as much as I can with the cutters, and then filing it down, going in one direction. Hey guys, I'm so glad you guys are here watching, joining me. Hope you are having a good week. We had the first day of summer the other day, so that's good. Hopefully you guys didn't experience any negative situations from the storm that blew through. Okay, and now I'm going to poke the hole here. And if you guys wanted, you could patina these to make them a different color, or you could use a buffing block and buff them to bring out more of the brassy highlights on them. Okay, and now I have 5 inches of 2-ply wax linen. So everyone, let's say it together. 2-ply wax linen. 2-ply. And I have my super duos in this little coppery mix. I've got my 2 12mm hibiscus, a pair of wobbles, and on my website those are spacers and disc beads are the section they're under, but I also put the little mixed pairs like these at the top of my website so that you guys wouldn't have to go searching for them. So those are all in stock and on my website, humblebeads.com. I pulled out 2 little glass O beads, and so I just like a little bit of metal in between my beads. Hi Anne, I have not seen you in a long time too. Oh, I so miss shows and seeing all my beady people. Okay, these are 9mm etched, well, roped jump rings. You can get them at vintage.com, but there's no reason you can't just use a regular jump ring too. If you just have like an 8 or a 9mm jump ring, that would work as well. It doesn't have to be these fancy boys. And I'm just going to close up these jump rings nice and tightly real quick so that I can't see a space in between where they open. There we go. I think you guys are going to really love this project. It's a really great way to just add a lot of texture in a small space. And they're super easy to make, which who doesn't love a pair of earrings that you can whip up in a minute? So I'm going to take my 5 inches of 2-ply wax linen. Oh, before I do that, because you're working with the 2-ply, 2 leaves, 2 beads, awesome, Lynn, that's a great way to remember. Because you're working with the smaller beads, it helps to polish your wax linen before you start, and you can use an old paper bag, brown paper bag, or a piece of craft paper like I have here, and you're just going to run it a few times between the paper bag or craft paper, and this will polish it, make it a little bit smoother, help get rid of any of the excess wax, and that'll make it go through your beads a little bit quicker. So you want to do that with both of your pieces. Okay, now I'm going to fold this over. So this is folded in half. I'm going to grab my jump ring, slip it through, and then I'm going to open up the loop on this side and grab the ends and pull them through. And that is going to make the lark's head knot very easy. And I'm going to slide on my hibiscus bead, and you might need to twist your end a little bit to make it smaller. And slide that all the way down. Then I'm going to grab my spacer. This is a little glass O bead. Oh, thank you, Betty. I just love playing with color. It's definitely my favorite thing to do. Okay, now the little wobble. And these are polymer clay, and these are handmade by me. So I'm going to stick that guy on there, and now I'm going to tie a knot. So I'm going to wrap this around my finger, pull that through, and really carefully push this down to tie a knot. I didn't grab both of the threads, so now I need to grab the thread that's missing here, or not missing, but is sticking out, and pull that nice and tight. Yeah, you want to have a nice tight knot there. And now I'm going to take 5 of the Super Duo beads, and Super Duos, they're glass beads. Rolled away quickly, and see, they have 2 holes, and so we're just going to string the beads on one of the holes and not worry about the other one. You won't really notice it when it's all tied up. And I'm going to alternate and do a random mix of the colors that I have here, and you only need to do 5 beads on each side. So I have 5 on that side, and now I'm going to do 5 on the other side. And to give it the appearance of randomness, I'm going to make sure that none of the 2 beads are lining up on this side, so that it looks like a random mix. Okay, I'm going to push these down really far, and now I'm going to take these 2 and tie them in a knot so that they're nice and tight together, and that gives us the little O. And I'm going to do 2 knots. I'm going to tie 1 knot and then give it another knot. And I'm going to take my charm, and I'm going to go through the front with one of the strands, and I'm going to go through the back and go up through the leaf so that the 2 strands are crossing each other. Okay, so you can see how the front's going from the front to the back, and the back's going from the front. The back to the front. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around to the back here, and I'm going to leave just a little bit of room. I'm not going to pull it so tight, but just a little bit of room there so that this knot will be on top of the leaf. And I'm going to tie it nice and tight. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to tie it in the front. And you want to make sure it ties above the charm. You don't want it to catch on the side of the charm, so that it's on top of the leaf. Okay, and now I'm going to pull out my ridiculously dull scissors. I don't know where my good pair are, but maybe I'll use my pliers. I will have to go find my good scissors. But for the video, you get the idea. So I'm cutting off and leaving 3/8 of an inch or so. Yeah, get a good pair of scissors before you sit down. And now I'm going to take these and untwist them so that we have the 2 little strands. And that's why it's called 2-ply wax linen. It has 2 strands. So what you can do is you can just take the end of a wire. Once it opens up and separates a little bit. If you have a bead awl or something just to stick in there so that you can separate those two just a tiny bit more. And repeat on the other side. I just like a little fringe above that or next to that leaf. Just like that. Then you're going to get an ear wire. My preferred ear wires are the natural brass ones from Vintage. They don't have any nickel, so if you have sensitivity to metals, a lot of times you can wear these natural brass ones. And there's my earring. So adorable and fun. Just takes a minute to make, you guys. And here's a pair that's finished this way. And you can use any color super duo that you want for the bottom, any color flower, wobble, charm. You just mix and match. I don't have any kits for these just because they were so, well, I didn't feel like doing kits because I haven't had time because I was under the weather the other day. So you can use anything you have in your stash. Of course, we have lots and lots of items at humblebeads.com. You know, we sell everything that you need right here for the project except for the jump rings. So we have the 2-ply wax linen. Oh, and the little O bead spacers. I don't sell those either. But everything else, and you can use any spacer that you want. And so, oh yes, Kimberly, that's another great reason to use the brass, is that it doesn't rust or tarnish. And Kimberly lives in a salty beach community, so that's really important for her. Yes, I forgot about that part. So yeah, just so cute. I made these actually to wear with my shirt today, so you can make them to match your outfits. And in about a half hour, I'm going to have those new flowers that I showed you up on the website. So I have like maybe 12 different colors of flowers on the website right now, so lots of options to choose from, but I'm going to put the new ones up too. And of course I have all the little wobbles for you guys too. All right, thank you guys so much for watching with me. Reminder that Adornments Retreat, which is July 14th through the 17th, registration is open. We still have, I think, 17 spaces left, and you can learn how to make beads with me. I'm going to be making these beads, and then Candy Cooper has a project. Jess from Vintage will be teaching, and then Aaron, my friend Aaron's teaching. It is going to be such a fun 4 days online, and super excited about that. So adornmentsretreat.com if you want information about that. Humblebeads.com if you need a little bead pick-me-up. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to share your creations in Humblebeads VIP party. I noticed today that there were a lot of great pictures that were put in there, and I'm gonna have to go and comment on all of those because I really love seeing what you guys make. It makes me so happy. Oh, Kimberly, thank you so much for noticing the rainbow arrangement of beads on the walls. Let's see if I can move my big head out of the way too. Yeah, my little college assistant has helped me with that project. I'm a little obsessed with organizing everything in rainbow order in my studio. Helps me keep it cleaner somehow. Yes, Stephanie, this is a great project to use up for those super duos. And you guys, there's no reason you couldn't get, you know, like a 20 to 30 piece of wax linen and do this as a bracelet project. That would be fun. You would just keep repeating the elements without doing the charm in the middle. That would be a really fun bracelet design. Give that a try if you guys want. All right, I'm going to get to work. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Join me on Friday at 3 p.m. for the coffee talk, and I have lots of new beads. I've been buying a lot of beads. So I have lots of new check glass to share with you guys on Friday. And then I will be showing you guys how to make that one sun bead necklace that I did with wax linen with the starfish and the sun. So I will see you guys on Friday at 3 o'clock. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will definitely answer them. Thank you guys so much. I will talk to you later. Bye.